On June 21-22, the second Festival Congress Return to Western Azerbaijan will be held in Batabat of Shahbuz region. Rector of Nakhchivan State University Elbrus Isayev said at a press conference held for media representatives. It was noted that the cultural heritage and historical past created by our people in Western Azerbaijan for many years will be promoted at the Festival Congress. Moreover, folklore samples, culinary, yavli, exhibitions, literary and artistic compositions of Western Azerbaijan will be presented at the Festival Congress. Also, the wedding of two young people from Western Azerbaijan is planned. At the festival, tents will be set up to revive 11 mahals of Western Azerbaijan. An intellectual competition returned to Western Azerbaijan was held among school children. The competition, jointly organized by one volunteer, student organization and the Western Azerbaijan community, was held at the Baku State Vocational Education Center for Industry and Innovations. Leyla Zeynalova, the chairperson of the one volunteer student organization, wishing success to the participants, gave extensive information about the nature and topic of the event. She noted that the event is held within the framework of the School of National Identity project in order to strengthen the awareness of national identity among young people. Ramin Habibzadeh, a member of the Youth Council of Western Azerbaijan community, informed the participants about the concept of return and answered their questions. The representative of the Western Azerbaijan community, emphasizing the competition was held mainly among teenagers, highly appreciated the interest of the young generation in the topic. Now then, 21 teams with a total of 110 students from general educational institutions located in the cities of Baku, Khirdalan and Sumgayit competed in the intellectual competition on the theme Return to Western Azerbaijan. At the end of the highly competitive competition, Reef Brain, Kharibulbul and Kevakib teams were awarded the first, second and third places respectively. At the initiative of the Women's Council of the Western Azerbaijan community, a meeting was held on the topic the role of women NGOs and media representatives from Western Azerbaijan in the implementation of the return concept. The chairperson of the Western Azerbaijan Community Women's Council, member of the Milli Majlis, Malahat Ibrahim Gıze, making an opening speech, greeted the ladies and congratulated Telli Panah Gıze, a well-known journalist and honored cultural worker, who was awarded the highest award by President Ilham Aliyev on the occasion of her 70th anniversary. The chairperson of the council said that the purpose of the meeting was to support the female NGO leaders who included the promotion of the realities of Western Azerbaijan in their projects, as well as the gathering of media workers from Western Azerbaijan. Afterward, the chairman of the board of the Western Azerbaijan community, member of the parliament, Aziz Alakbali, delivered a speech and positively assessed the cooperation of NGOs with the community. Emphasizing that the community is providing necessary support to the NGOs that allocate space to the issue of Western Azerbaijan in their projects, the chairman invited the event participants to close cooperation. Proposals of a number of NGO leaders were heard at the meeting. Proposals by Tanzila Rustamkhanlı, chairperson of the Azer-Turkish Women's Union, Parvana Mustafayeva, chairperson of Ashik Peri Majlisi, Ozan Art Promotion, Faride Safiyeva, chairperson of Kainat Support for the Propagation of National and Moral Values, Irada Rizazadeh, chairperson of the Social Welfare of Citizens, were highly appreciated and a roadmap for future cooperation was defined. Western Azerbaijan Community. This is the organization which was established as a Society of Azerbaijani Refugees in 1989 and was renamed to the Western Azerbaijan Community in 2022. Our community deals with the protection of the rights of Azerbaijanis expelled from the territory of Armenia during the last century. But what is the history of the deportations of Azerbaijanis? Why they united in the Western Azerbaijan community? Let's have a closer look to the tragic story of Western Azerbaijanis. The people of Azerbaijan have suffered greatly from armed conflicts, occupation, ethnic cleansing, forced relocation and genocides during the last 2 centuries. The complete expulsion of Azerbaijanis from the current territory of Armenia, where they once constituted an absolute majority and lived there for hundreds of years, was completed in 1991. As a result of the ethnic cleansing, the historical lands of Azerbaijan are now inhabited by exclusively ethnic Armenians. The ethnic cleansing committed against Azerbaijanis in most cases was carried out with systematic efforts of state authorities by committing violence, genocidal acts, massacres and other crimes against humanity and gross violation of human rights. This process was particularly violent and cruel in 1905-06, 1918, 1921, 1948 to 1953 and 1987 to 1991. The first two deportations were observed with genocide, massacres, and bloody expulsions. The third one was carried out by the decree of Stalin, the Soviet leader, which caused the death of approximately half of the Azerbaijanis who were deported because of the climate change in a plain area which differs from mountainous places. The last deportation in 1987-91 turned Armenia into a monotonic country. More than 300,000 Azerbaijanis were forcibly deported from their homes. 216 of them were brutally killed, their houses turned into ruins. The heritage of Azerbaijanis were destroyed purposefully in order to erase their traces. More than 300 mosques and 500 cemeteries were completely destroyed. The only standing mosque, the Blue Mosque, is presented as belonging to another country. The intangible heritage, such as Ashik art, which was included into the lists of intangible cultural heritage of UNESCO in 2009, the carpet art, culinary, and etc. got seriously damaged during the expulsions. Western Azerbaijanis united in an organization called the Society of Azerbaijani Refugees in 1989, and this body carried out its activity until 1st August 2022, when refugees got their organization rearranged at the Western Azerbaijan community. After the victory of Azerbaijan, which gained back its sovereign territories, Western Azerbaijanis also created a hope in their hearts that they can return to their ancestral lands. On 24 December in 2022, Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev visited Western Azerbaijanis on the occasion of the opening of the administrative building. This visit filled their hearts with joy and hope. On 26 January of 2023, Western Azerbaijan community accepted its concept of return. It was said in the concept that community doesn't accept the injustice committed against Western Azerbaijanis during the last 2 centuries and rejects its consequences. Based on the right to return enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the Convention relating to the status of refugees, and other important international acts, the community declares the creation of conditions for the return of Azerbaijanis expelled from the territory of nowadays Armenia to their homeland and ensuring their individual and collective rights after the return as its primary goal. The city, region, and village communities united around the Western Azerbaijan community and got organized for the process of return. Today, Western Azerbaijan community is an active organization which holds a number of conferences, cultural events, etc. Community sent letters and appeals to international organizations and countries, special bodies such as Pope. The 8 documents, including the concept of return, were circulated as the official documents of United Nations. Western Azerbaijan community appealed to UNESCO for the defense of the heritage of Azerbaijanis destroyed in Armenia, which was followed by the official response of the organization, telling it's in their mandate to protect the heritage of all the nations, including Azerbaijanis. On 4th-5th May in 2024, during Banjul Summit of Organization of Islamic Countries, 57 countries supported the right of return of Azerbaijanis to their native land and condemned Armenia for the destruction of Muslim heritage. Western Azerbaijan community accepts Armenia as a legal entity recognized by the members of the UN, and Western Azerbaijani refugees intend to return to their ancestral lands in a peaceful, secure, and dignified way, reintegrate to the society of Armenia. It's their right according to the principles of the international law.